Good Thursday morning, everybody. Chris Allen with your weather podcast for this November 19th. Well, it's finally over with the rain, and what a beautiful sunset yesterday afternoon. Man, I mean, we literally got hundreds of pictures here at the station's social media pages, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. You guys were all noticing the same thing, and I did too, how the sky just was brilliant. It just was, it looked like it was on fire there for a while with the low clouds and the sun breaking through and the clearing. And then when it hit some of the trees that still had the fall leaves on them, it looked like the trees were on fire. It was just brilliant. So, beautiful stuff yesterday afternoon after all that rain yesterday. By the way, we picked up 1.76 inches of rain at the Bowling Green Airport yesterday. And as we even showed you at midday yesterday, we had some locations back west of us pick up well over 2.5 inches, close to 3 inches. So this forecast verified very well in what we expected, with the winds as well, over 40 miles per hour. In some cases yesterday morning, but a much clearer picture now. And now we're going to talk about cold weather, not just cooler weather, but colder weather. It is the middle of November after all. It's about time. A year ago, here's just a little comparison for you. 1 year ago, we had a high of 30 and a low of 16. And we haven't even come close to that yet. So what a difference a year makes. But, well, as you'll hear coming up in the numbers, it's going to get close to that. It's going to get close this weekend. It's going to be the coldest weekend so far this fall season. But as I mentioned, it is November, middle of November. We should be getting there. Getting close to Thanksgiving, that's usually when things start turning colder, much colder. All right, looking at the numbers again from yesterday, we had a high of 69. Well, we almost made it to 70, but that was very early yesterday morning before the rains moved in. 58 is the average high, so we were 11 degrees above average. 52 was our low, 37 the average low, so we were 15 degrees above the average low. And as I mentioned, last year we had a high of just 30 and a low of 16 back in 2014. 1.76 inches of rain at the Bowling Green Airport. For the month now, we're right at 3 inches, pretty close to it. And we are now about 0.6 of an inch above average for the month of November. So we did more than catching up. And as I mentioned, those numbers would look a lot better. Not that we were running shy or anything like that, but this puts us at a pretty good place in November. And year to date, we're about 3.5 inches plus above average once you go from January 1st to today. So I think the rest of the year we're going to be just fine as far as precipitation is concerned. Today, high pressure takes over. There is a little backdoor cold front that's going to pass through today. That's going to reinforce the cooler air for now. We'll see sunshine, yes, a high around 60 with a west wind at 9 as that front comes through. Just maybe a few clouds with the front, but no rainfall. Tonight will just be clear and cold. We'll get down to 33 or near freezing in most cases with a calm wind. For Friday, we're going to find a sunny but cool day, a high of just 55. But then we're going to find a little bit of a warm front that's going to try to make its way in here just ahead of the cold front that will be with us on Saturday morning. Now, Saturday morning, we're putting in a 40% chance of some rain showers. This is going to be a fast-moving little system that will breeze through the area mainly Saturday morning. and we'll see a high of 53. But behind that front is some very deep Arctic air. And this will be what begins the first real shot of almost winter-like readings coming in for the weekend. So Saturday night, as skies clear and that front passes, we're going to see an overnight low of 23 degrees. Now, some of you may get closer to 20 for an overnight low Saturday night. So if you have not made adjustments to, your heating source for something that cold, including your vehicles, Saturday night, yeah, it's going to get that cold. Sunday is going to be mostly sunny but cold. We're only going to, we may struggle to even reach 40 degrees on Sunday with a low of 24 under a clear sky Sunday night. Sunday being the coldest out of the next 7 days. 40. And there may be some of you not make it out of the upper 30s with a northwest wind Sunday. Monday, sunny and 48. We start to get a southerly wind flow in here. That will warm us up to 53 and sunny on Tuesday. And then on Wednesday of next week, the biggest travel day of the year, the day before Thanksgiving, we'll see a few clouds mixed with sunshine, warmer, and 56. So it will warm back up. But in the meantime, be prepared for the coldest air yet this season coming in for Saturday night and Sunday. That's when things, could freeze over. So if you have not winterized your vehicle yet, or if you haven't taken care of like a heat source, fireplace, alternative heating, making sure your pipes, your faucets around your spigots around your house, unhook the hoses, and make sure that those things are tidied up and buttoned up for the winter, because this weekend, that's long enough, a couple of nights below freezing, 2 or 3 nights below freezing, that could do a number on your plumbing. So keep that in mind. All right, that's going to do it for this edition of the podcast. God bless as always, and thank you so much for listening. Know the weather before it knows you. Have a great day. I'll see you live at 5:30 on AM Kentucky, at 11 a.m. on midday, streaming live to the WBKO app and WBKO.com. Then join me later today for my radio show, Classic Hits, Sam 100.7. All the hits from the 60s, 70s, and 80s from 3 until 7 this afternoon.